Okay. Testing. Testing the mic. All right, works. Oh, hello. Hello. And good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today? Hmm. Let's see. I'm free today, so some more time for Blender and play. Yeah, indeed. Time to Blender. Subsurface. It's in local, so let's just skip. There you go. Okay. There we go. By one. How are you? I am doing pretty good. Nothing much to say. Just woke up and had breakfast, and now we're streaming. Pretty quick day. Get off that. Wait, one. Yep. Yep. Right, everything's good. Yeah, okay. Save. I'm gonna switch back to 6.4. And we're just going to yoink the compositing nodes from this. Okay. Remove that for now. Move this to the side because I don't need it at the moment. This is the one I care about. Remove this. We don't need these two. Oops, no, don't control G. How do I adjust F? Okay. This is gonna be. Oh, hello, Cheese. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be what is it called? Mist? I don't know how you spell mist. There you go. So this is mist. This is gonna be glare. This should be part of mist, so we're going to unparent it from that. Put it in here. Put it on the bottom. Add another one, and there's gonna be mist pass correction. There we go. So we have the mist and then the mist pass correction. And this is just the glare. This is color correction. Color correction. This is useless, so we're gonna remove that. This is just gonna be called initial bloom. And then this is going to be called final glow. So this is like the extra glow I put on the end. And then this is just the, what's it called? This is the vignette. Any action work today? Yep, I'll be doing some action work after a little bit of animation fixing. And this is gonna be called grain. Yes. Right. And where's the output? Not file output. I just need a group output. There you go. And then just plug the thing over there. Right. And then I'm just gonna Control G all of this so I can get this as a group. And I'm gonna call this nighttime color corrector. Night CC. Save. And oh, hello, White Nuclear Studios. My request. What would you like to request? State your wants, and I'll see if I can fulfill them. Alright, now we append. It's gonna go back to add my skin too. That's a bit of a difficult request because there's only gonna be these characters. There's no background characters in the scene, so I can't really add anyone's skins here, sadly. If you asked maybe 2 years ago, I would have been able to do it, but sadly, it's a little too late in this stage of the animation. All the animation's already done. Let me open. Append, and let's go to scene 6.4. Node groups. I'd like to see. Okay, now we can go into the compositing tab. Oops. Whoa, why the... Huh? Why did these guys get added in? I'm so confused. What? Huh? Delete? Wait, why did it... I'm so confused. Huh? No, okay, let me go back to 6.4. Why did... do you have anything that's driven by those guys? You don't. There's nothing here that's driven by anything in the scene. So why didn't it import the whole damn scene when I imported this thing? Channels? No. I see no reason for it to import the whole thing. Okay, that's weird. Let's go back. Well, just in case anything like that happens again, I'm going to put a new collection. We'll call this placeholder. So everything that I import will go into here. That way I can delete all at once. No tree, and I want night CC, not anything else. It's weird that it imports a bunch of random shit. Yeah, like why would you import all of this random shit? Huh. Well, this is okay because I can just delete this hierarchy. Okay, now let's go to compositing and just add light CC in here, slap it in the middle. All right. Okay, and the way I wanted the world to be is it's going to be pitch black according to this, right? And then we're going to add a sun. I'm just gonna copy what I did before. 6.4. I'm still so confused on why you did that. Do you have a defocus anywhere? No, you don't have a defocus anywhere. Okay, let's back up. The thing that I imported with trees, which doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, sun. Is this which is this for? Yeah. This is the character sun. I'm gonna call this character sun. And then this is just the background sun. And I'm gonna import both of these. So we're going to go to 6.1. Ooh, wait a minute. Will this accidentally import the background because of the light groups? Only one way to find out. Object sun. We're gonna take both suns in. We're gonna put this into scene collection. Yeah, it's lagging again. Look at this. Oh, and it adds everything. Great. Yeah, so that's really bad. So we're gonna go out of here. I'm gonna go back to scene 6.4. We're gonna duplicate the lights. And we're gonna remove the shading, light linking stuff. Remove, and you have no light linking. So I'm gonna call this the import collection. Save it. And we're gonna go back into 6.1. Append. This should not import anything else. I hope it doesn't. The new collection is the case. Put everything in here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So now we have these two. Turn this off for now. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. Pretty good. There's a really, really bright sunlight there, which I have to turn off. Okay. And then we need to go into the, what was it called? Advanced? No. It's not in samples, it's light paths and fast GI approximation. Use add and then put this on 0.025, I think. 0.05. Good enough, right? Okay, and let's see what it looks like with the camera compositor on. And then we turn on denoise. Nice, it's looking pretty good. What's the character son? I know it's for the character, but like, it's literally for the character because I need to make rim. If I need to make rim lights, I can use that. So, for example, right? Let's go here and give it shadow and light linking groups. The light link group will be character. We have characters, right? Yeah, characters right here. Boom, and then the shadow linking will also be characters. And then when I turn this on, where's the camera? Oops, where's the light? Sorry. Okay, it's right there. It should be aiming towards the camera. And yeah, if I rotate this in the right direction, you can see we have rim lights. And these do not affect the world at all. But this only affects the characters. So we can make rim lights specifically for the characters in specific angles. For example, here's one. I want to make it because you can tell that the shadows are coming in this direction, right? We know the moon or the light source is shining over here. So what we can do in this angle, in this specific angle, is make it so that all the rim lights are appearing on the right side of the character. I don't know how to change to keep that from happening, but I have to deal with it. There we go. Right, so we have right side. Oh, shadow linking. Shadow linking is the exact same thing as light linking, but it just decides what can. I'm not sure if it's cast a shadow or what can receive a shadow. So if I turn off shadow linking, right? Yeah, here we go. If I turn off shadow linking, these objects will still cast a shadow on the character. Even though they won't like the character, it can still cast a shadow. So this makes the objects invisible to the light ray itself completely. Because here you see how it's occluding the. Like it could be useful. right? It could be useful, but in this case, I don't really want it. Oops. Silence lock. Right, so it's kind of useful in this case, but I don't want to use it. Actually, maybe maybe I won't use it because I can control it a little better. Anyway, just keep it going. Now we're gonna use the shadowing thing. Gonna control this. It doesn't have to be this bright, so I'm gonna lower it from 10 to 20. Yeah, there you go. A bit better. I'm also going to make it so this is always track to the camera. I'm gonna have to change the camera every single time. Nah, we won't do that. Always aiming towards the camera. Okay, maybe not. I might turn this into like an area light instead, actually, so it doesn't affect the side part. Yeah, like this, right? You can make it an area light. Over here, you have to make it go closer, just so we can see the effect. There we go. Welcome back, Prismarine. We're just doing a little bit of lighting test. What's that right part? Oh, it's this arm. It's a little annoying. Let me move it so it's behind this arm. Oh, well, I think we'll hide this for now because it's not working the way I want it to. WB Priz. What does WB mean? Welcome back. Welcome back, Priz. I think that's what it means. Oh, look at the lag, bro. Okay, so this looks it. Cool. I like the lighting. The lighting is so nice. We have to fix like the positioning of some of these things. Okay, here's an issue. Eyes need to be glowy. Let me go and fix that. Properties. Where is the eye emission? Oh, there we go. Ooh, look at them. Very scary. Will you use the OF? Yes, eventually. I think there is already, let's use the OF right now just so we can show how it works in this kind of scene. DOF. I already have DOF bone here. It's already placed in the perfect position, and we're just going to turn it on. Yeah. And that's how we use DOF. I'm also going to import, let me turn off the rendering. And we're going to import the world as well. So I'm gonna go world. World 0.002. Shader object. No, that's not how it works. It's the wrong one. Let me end 6.3, I guess, because I think this has the world. we have world 002 again. So we're just gonna oh this, there we go. Now we got it, right? So here we're gonna add a light path node, add a mix shader. Bam, bam. There you go. So this makes it so that the background, the actual background. Okay. What did I do? Good question. I use a light path node to differentiate between the visual sky and the actual sky. So if you have any sky thing or sky texture or whatever, Blender will usually use that as your lighting, right, for your world lighting. But you can differentiate between what actually lights the world and what the sky actually shows. So for example, if I have two colors, let's take a color, like an RGB, let's take two colors here, right? We have white and then we have orange. We have two colors here. Now, let's say I want the lighting to be white, but I want the sky to be orange. How do you do that? You can use a light path node. Specifically, we're going to use is camera ray, and this will basically say this will differentiate between the light bouncing off the object versus the light directly coming into the camera. Those are two types of light. So for example, if I go into, I'm just gonna do a quick demonstration of that here, right? So let's say you have a camera here, then you have a plane, like a surface here, right? And then you have a light source. Now, there is an actual light ray, which is the one that goes like this, boom, and then it bounces off, right? And then there's the camera ray, which is any light source or any light ray that goes directly from the light source to the camera without bouncing. This is the camera ray, and then this is every other ray. So yeah, okay. This could be okay. We have diffuse ray, glossy ray, blah blah blah. If this is a diffuse object, so like a principal BSDF, this would be considered a diffuse ray, right? So by differentiating the camera and the diffuse ray, we can make it so that the object reacts to a different kind of light source than what we're actually seeing. So if I set the camera ray to white, the camera will see white, but then the object or everything else in the world will see the other color. That's what I'm doing here, right? Because I did the lighting based off of no color, right? So I guess I'll just show you here, right? So let's turn on, let's just use this scene world. Okay. So in this case, the orange color, or this first color, is the main actual light source, right? This is what the world sees. The world will see this like yellow or this red or this blue, right? And then, but what we see, the camera ray, is this second one, this white one. So if we change this, it doesn't change the lighting of the world. Yeah, and that's how you can use this. Let's say you have like an HDRI, you're using an HDRI, right? And it has like really good lighting, but it looks absolutely horrendous because it's like either low quality or it doesn't match with the look of your scene, right? Maybe your scene is like supposed to be nighttime, but then the HDRI, even if it gives you good night lighting, the sky itself is too bright and you want to make it like a little bit dim, right? You can use this you can have a separate visual sky than your actual sky. That's what this is, right? So I'm going to delete these two and then go back to my normal one, which is using the night sky. This is my shade. Also, why is everything dark now? Oh yeah, because I don't have scene lights on. Yeah, that's fine. There we go, right? So this is my custom sky shader that I made a few years back. Fake sun actually is not very useful, so I might actually delete that because it doesn't really do anything. So we look up. Do we see a fake sun? We do not see a fake sun. Yeah, I might actually just remove that because it's not really doing anything. Okay, time to simplify this. Move this back in here. There's a lot of stuff here. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so that's gonna be the sky I'm gonna be using. And this one looks like nice. I'm gonna render this once just to see how the fog adds into the scene. Oops, I added compositor. You turn off the compositor. Or the sequencer, sorry. And then here, color management is in standard. I change it to AGX. So we have, there we go. What difference does it make? Very slight difference, but I like the difference. It makes it slightly more dark. So let's render the image and open up the compositing tab. Let's go to image here. So render result. Alright, I'll be back because I need to turn on the washing machine. Give me 2 seconds. Alright. Ooh, here's an issue. We didn't put the mist actually. So let's go into scene view layers and then we turn on mist. And then we go into the world, mist pass, and let's go and change the mist pass so that we can see some correct stuff. Mist, disable, and there we go. So this is what the mist looks like. I want it to be a little bit more noticeable. So I'm gonna reduce the start and I'm gonna increase the depth. Just to start, yeah, there we go. So we have a much better fall off. Okay, let's try that again now. Render the image. Lighting is hard, yep. But once you have one good color correction, it's gonna be good. Oh, you're not gonna use volumetrics? Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Do you see this 23-second render time? I'm not ruining this, man. I'm not going more than 1 minute per frame. This is good enough without volumetrics. Volumetrics sucks. I hate volumetrics because it doesn't do what I want it to do. Is the mist animated? Depends on what you mean by animated. It's like in the background, I guess. Okay, I can't see the mist. I wonder why. Mute these. Yeah, the mist is not being shown, so that's a little annoying. Let me plug this in here. So there is mist, it's just not being shown. Let me check the mist pass. Okay, I think, oh, okay, here, so we're doing something wrong here, definitely. We're multiplying with a noise that is too much, maybe? What are we multiplying this? We're multiplying the mist by a noise texture, yeah, but why is it so dark? Oh, because this mist doesn't have anything. Okay, there you go. Understandable. Okay, now we have the mist. Okay, note to self, we can't be doing that. What we have to do here is we have to add this mist option, right? So we're gonna go, boom, delete that, bring the group input in here, and then put a mist option. And I'm just gonna quickly change this to mist. Like this move all, well, I can make it move because I have a noise texture here. I have to figure out how to actually move the noise texture, but yeah, I can make it move technically. I'll show you what it looks like, right? So here is the mist. Let me bring the mist out. All right, so here's the mist. Oops, that's not the mist, this is the mist. Just go out and then connect mist here. Right, so this is the mist. I can give it a texture or like, you know, some variations like this. With this is the variation I'm gonna give it, so I'm gonna put multiply here. Boom, right? So you see a little bit of variation, and then I can 1 second, I actually forgot how to do it. Let me just quickly check on Google how to add texture coordinate node in a Blender compositor. Because I know how to do it in no, it's not, this is wrong. How to add, no, how to move, how to map noise texture in compositor. No? Okay, so we're gonna have to use W. Great. I hate using W. Right, so look at this, right? I move the W. Boom. You can see the mist in the background move. If that's what you want. That's what I can do, but I'm not gonna make it move at all. I don't need that kind of stuff. Right. Now that we're done with that, let's connect this back to here. Oops. And let's see the mist. It's really sharp. Okay, so with and without mist, let's go. That's without mist, this is with mist. It's much brighter than I expected. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this to be a little bit lower. Right? And then I'm going to... Wait, what? I am very confused. There we go. Is it going to be the overall factor or the overall effect of the mist? I still want to see the sky, you know? There we go. This is pure white in the background. I'm gonna have to change that. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to take the mist pass. Just we're gonna work on the mist pass a little bit. We're gonna use a ramp, color ramp, and then we're gonna add something like that. Why does it start from the sky and not from the floor? Why would it start from the floor? Can you? Because I'm a little confused on that. I'm not sure why it would start from the floor. Hello, Evelyn. Start from the sky and not from... Because... Are you saying, like... I'm so confused on why it would start from the floor. Right? Let's try this out. Not bad. I think that's good. I could use a little bit more clouds. What are we doing here? We're just finishing up on a few scenes. This is 6.1. So I did the world yesterday, and I'm gonna do the lighting, and then we're gonna move on to 6.2, and I'll make another world for that. I might do some animation, but that's after we do the second one. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do now though. We're gonna animate the depth of field. Okay. Okay, so here. It's at the top of the screen first. I usually make it more dense at the bottom because I like the look of it. Or maybe I'm thinking of fog. You're thinking of fog. Mist does not work like that. Mist is how far you are from the camera. Well, that's volumetric you're thinking of. I'm not adding volumetrics. If I want to do that, I can technically just put a gradient on top of my thing. Okay, this is fine. And here. Make it bezier. Mm. Mm. Do you do screen checks manually? No, I'll do it in post. I'll likely do it in AE. Okay, and then down here, change this to Bezier. Looks fine. How is this? Yeah, you can barely see him. Oh, why is his eyes not glowing? His eyes aren't glowing, no. Let me make his eyes glow. See, if I add on, yeah, I could do that, but the problem is I'm gonna be doing a thing where I have the background and the characters on different camera settings. So when I shakeify that, I'll have to somehow match the shake, or else there'll be issues, right? So I'm thinking of doing it in post for this scene. Like if the camera and the character were in the same, you know, sorry, if the character and the background were in the same camera, then I would use shakeify add-on, but not in this case. Eye emission. But usually I do use shakeify. Okay. Can I have this? Thank you. Oh, I didn't want that. And we just put this here. See, yep, no issues there. Definitely need to change this, bro. Okay. I want to reanimate this part because I thought of a better way to do it. Okay, then we have the sword. Did we make the sword blurry? Nah. The monster busier. Well, there's a bunch of. It's kind of messy right now, so it's some parts are busier, some parts are constant. So I don't remember. I animated this like a year ago, right? So I don't remember which part is which. I'm gonna edit everything when I actually do the animation. Because there's a lot of things I want to change. Shouldn't this one be the focus of the scene? Yep. But it seems like the depth of field is so weak that it does not matter. Here, do this. It looks like, yeah, it's like the depth of field is not too strong because the distance is not a lot, right? I could turn up the, oh yeah, oh, never mind. I didn't have depth of field on for this cannon specifically. That's why. Nice catch. So this is what it looks like. Nice. Okay. I think we were going with 1.5. There we go. And we're back here. Oh, it's 2.8 actually. Never mind. We'll go back. He's 2.5. Why not? Okay, and we go. Okay, let's just check all of these. Oh, that's a bit weird. I mean, there's not supposed to be a shadow there, so it's fine. She looks a little off. Fine, I guess. Alright, let's try a render here to see what it looks like. Ooh, we have the green tint from the grass. We have to change that. Show you guys. So we have a green tint from the grass, and I don't like that green tint, so we're gonna remove that. Here's a quick tip on how to remove the green tint from grass. We're gonna use the same technique we used before. Mix color, a light path, light path, camera array. There we go. And now when we go in here, you can see there's a difference. If I turn off this mix color, oh, why is it? Wait, why is there no difference? Boom. Is it this one? There we go. Okay, so you can see we have a green tint because the light the grass is bouncing off is green. But then when you have this setup, boom, you can make it white. You can even make it blue. You can make it whatever you want. So I can control the shadows by controlling the surface color. Anyway, I'm gonna make it white. Yeah, so now we don't have any more green tints. I can also do it for the trees, but I don't think that's useful because the trees are above. So any lights that are bouncing off will be at the top, and we can't really see the top of our character in this scene, so that's fine. Okay. Alright, give me a second. I need to go and check on something. You guys can enjoy the animation for a bit. Okay, we are back. Hey Tim, can I use your SkyNote setup? Sure. It's probably in... if you go to my Gumroad and you go to specifically the Withering files, you can check the final scene where they're parkouring on the roof. You can grab the notes from there. I think, anyway. Let me just double check for you. Open, go back, scenes 4, no. Final scene, is it this one? No, it's not this one, it's scene 5 point something. Scenes, no, it's scene 6, I just don't remember which scene it is. Welcome back, Prismarine. Final scene, scene 6.1, 6.4, 6.3, 6.2, 6. Yeah. It should be 5 something, right? So just check scene 5 point whatever. And then, yeah, it'll be there. Probably. Hopefully. Because I can't find it for some reason. Which is weird. I should have it. Oh, you can also check scene 4. Because scene 4 has it too. Wildberries Prismarine, indeed. Alright. Good. Alright, let's try that again. I'm also gonna just lower the amount of samples to 32 because 128 is a little overkill for me. 9-second render time, guys. Trust. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 10 seconds. Yeah, we can take 10 seconds. This is what it currently looks like. There's not a lot of, stuff in the background. I can increase the strength of this by putting this up. Okay. Ooh, actually, I have a better idea. Let's go. Because this scene specifically could use a little bit more. So I'm gonna go. Oh, idea! I have an idea. I have an idea, guys. Here's a cool thing, right? Let's just lower the. I'm gonna lower the depth of this, right? I'm gonna show you guys something cool. Alright, something cool in the compositor now that you guys can do. I'm gonna run this again. Now, did you guys know that the mist pass will give you values between 0 and infinity? I bet you didn't know that. Right, so we have this, right? This is 0 to infinity. I'm just gonna go and delete, hide this node. Right, so 0 to infinity, what can we do with that? Let me show you. So let's just work on the mist pass specifically. We're gonna use a map range node. So you see how I was using the mist pass settings over here to change everything? Well, guess what? You don't actually need to use that. You can do that in the compositor by using a map range node. Because how mist pass works, right? Is it goes up here and it takes like the camera and it takes another like point. It's usually infinitesimally it's infinitely far away from the camera, so like it's all the way off in the distance. That is infinity. This is 0, and then it will basically, if this is like the number line, right? This is the x-axis, the y-axis. This is 0, and then this is infinity. The farther away you are from the camera, the larger the value is, right? And what depth is because, when we're looking at the camera space, you can only see values between 0 and 1, right? You can only see between 0 and 1. What depth does is it will change basically the curve easing in this range, right? Because everything after this does not matter, right? So what depth does is it just changes how I don't know how to explain it, but like it changes how steep this goes, right? But there is still values above this, above 1, right? And I'll show you how you can make use of that. If you use a map range node and you increase this maximum value from 1 to 100, you can see what's that? What I'm trying to say? I forgot what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's just go back to 1 here, right? So this is the normal mist pass. You can see this is the white parts is 1, the black parts is 0. if I increase this from a max value of 1 to a max value of 2, we are now taking twice the distance. So for example, if we go back here, I'm just going to delete all of this because this is useless. Right, so before, in the first one, we had this to this. This is a distance of 1, right? Because this goes from 0, this goes to 1, right? What we did was, in this node group, since we said from 0 to 2, we took we took this as our new range, and then we replaced it. Instead of 0 to 1 here, we go 0 to 1 here. We can keep on doing this, so we can do like 0 to 10, and we can just remap this to 0 to 1. What does this mean? You can control your mist inside the compositor. You don't need these controls. So if I go here, and let's say I want to make the mist much farther away, do that. Let me just double check to see everything is correct. We go here. There should be this thing. Do we actually still have that data? I need to make sure we have that data. Let's go 1,000 as well. Okay, we might not actually have that data, which is a little bit embarrassing because I thought I said we were gonna have that data. Okay, never mind. We don't actually have that data. Nice. That sucks. All right, we're gonna do the other way around. Also gonna use linear. All right, this way we have that data, and we can control it. Okay, if it's too short, we can't control it. But if it's too far, there is no such thing as too far, so we can control it if it's too far. Okay, let's go back to compositing. Now, hopefully I don't look like a doofus. Okay. With this, we're going to use a noise texture. Add a multiply, mix color multiply, bam, bam, and then color mix at the end, bam. And I remember Cheese was saying something about having the top, or what was it called? Having the fog come from the bottom to the top, right? Well, let's try that with a gradient texture. We're gonna use a gradient texture just to see. Okay, we can't use a gradient texture because of this, and I don't really know how to flip the vector, right? Do we have like a screen space node? No, we don't have a screen space. Yeah, we don't have a screen space node, so we're gonna use a different method. We're gonna use a box mask. We're gonna use a blur node, and we're gonna fake our own. We're gonna fake the thing. Go 250 here. We're gonna increase the size of this to be maximum 0.5, and then we're gonna move this down. We're gonna go 1,000 maybe. Let's use fast Gaussian just so it's not too low. We're gonna mix this with the noise texture. Okay, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have to do it this way. I think it's much better. Oh, I'm gonna mix. I need to put multiply. There we go. This way. There we go. Okay, now we have this, right? And I can like kind of layer this. So we're gonna add another one. We're gonna have this have a higher scale. Let's check this. Okay, I'm gonna take a ramp. This is all just to change the look of the thing. Turn off normalize. Okay, maybe turn on normalize. It's a little better with normalize. Turn off the roughness. 32 is a little high, I think. Let's go 16 instead. Okay. Oops. And then we duplicate, and we're gonna add this as a bit of extra detail. We're gonna turn the roughness up. Okay. Take another noise texture. Oops. Use a mix. And then this one will be 5. Okay, so we have this this foggy thing, right? Gonna turn this on. Okay, got this foggy thing, and now when we combine this with the mist node, so this is our mist, right? Or let's just use this. This is our mist, and then this is our like the bottom, the top fog. You can see, right? We're just gonna mix these two together with a multiply. Not that multiply, sorry. This multiply. Right, so we're just gonna drag and drop. There we go. So now the mist works in both distance, and it works in what is it called? Top, bottom to top. So when I just combine this with this and go here, boom. Now the mist goes from the top to the bottom. I should have done this from the beginning. This is nice. All right, and then we're gonna add a color to the mist. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. And then if we want to increase the power of this, what I'm gonna do is, can I do this? No, we're not gonna use that. What if I want to increase the power of the mist? I'm just gonna use a multiply, math multiply right here. Boom. Put this up top, and we're gonna increase this value to whatever I want. And now we have mist from the bottom of the scene to the top. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Right, and now I can actually just remove the mist from here, actually. Because this mist is now useless. Right, and then I'm just gonna connect this directly here. And there we go. Let's lower the mist value. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure everything is nice and organized. Okay, move this down here. Another noise texture down here. Wait, why do we? Wait a minute. You're not supposed to be there. There you go. There we go. And then we're gonna hide all of these. Since you guys already know what they all do. Oh yeah, there's the mist node. And then I can also just toggle on and off. I want to use this one as well. I can actually add the original one too, if I want to. But I'm also a little curious to see what happens if I add this after. So let's see what happens if I added it after. Alright, so I'm just gonna drop this here. So this is the color correction that was the color correction after. This is the color correction before. Unless I can't tell the difference, I think it might be better if I did the other way around. If I just make it white. So this is white. What if I make it white and then color correct it? That's all these little experimentations that make things good. It just makes it brighter. It doesn't actually change the color. So I'm gonna lower the value. Ooh, actually, what if I make it dark? Mix does nothing on that. I use multiply. It does absolutely nothing, which is weird. Anyway. Oh, there we go. I can make like darkness. Oh my goodness. Guys, wait, what did I do, guys? Guys, why does this look good? Guys, why does this look good? Wait. Are we like actually cooking? I think we're actually cooking here. And we're just gonna change it so that's a little bit like this, right? Unintentional cookery, indeed. Yo, this isn't half bad. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't half bad. When geniuses collide, this is what happens. All we need is just to figure out how to actually animate this without using 3D or 4D noise, because 4D noise lags the hell out of your system. Let me see if I can ask people in the Entertainer Discord server. Oh, someone pinged me.
However,
don't know what that is anyway. What was I doing? I already forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I was gonna ask the Entertainer Discord server. Let me just take a photo of the blender thingy. Image coordinates. Wait. What's image coordinates? I just typed this in. I'm very interested in an image coordinate. Uniform. Normalized. Pixelated. What does this do? Why does this work? If it works, right? Can I just like literally put anything in here? Yo, wait, this works. Wait, this is not. Is this not perfect? Oh, this is actually perfect. If we use uniform. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm actually just a genius. A genius beyond geniuses. What does pixel do? Pixel does nothing. Uniform is the one we're looking for. It's really like bent though, which is weird, but if it works, it works. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna put this in here. And then I'm gonna lower these down. And now watch this, because I'm pretty sure we have a mapping node in here. Shit, we don't have a mapping node. Well, since I'm a mathematician, I know that a vector math node is the exact same thing as a mapping node, but specifically for location. Now watch and learn, guys. I can move it now. 0.01, 0.02, 0.045. I can move it now. Oh, you guys are okay. This is why Blender is the best. This is why Blender is the best. Watch this. I can make it go down. Oh, this is so good. It's over. It's over for these guys. They have no chance to beat my power. I don't know who has no chance, but they just have no chance. Alright, let's see what happens if I animate it like this. Negative 0.01. That barely moved. 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Is there another one that I didn't do? I feel like there's another one I didn't do. Oh wait, I didn't connect it here. That explains it. Okay, there we go. Right, now we can look at the back and see it change. Oh, look at that. So yeah, there you go. Geez, here is fake volumetrics that goes from the bottom to the top, and it also moves. You're welcome. Please feel free to copy the node setup. Feel free to copy the node setup, guys. Am I a genius or am I a genius? This also means I can use the gradient texture, because the reason I use the blur is because I couldn't use a gradient texture. But now that I have this image coordinate node, I can use. Oh, the problem is I don't know how to rotate. I don't know how to rotate. Rotate. Vector rotate. Okay, nice. There's a vector rotate. I think I just rotated. Yes, I can just rotate negative 90 degrees. Nice, okay. Right, we have this and we just need to move it down. So I'm going to use a vector math. Also, just a quick math lesson for you guys. Using a vector add node is the same as changing location. Using a vector scale node is the same as, vector multiply node is used as a, what is it called? Using multiply will be scaling, using add will be location, and a rotation is just its own thing. I have no idea how rotation works. I just want to let it be known that I inspired that you did inspire this. You did tell me why it wouldn't be from the ground. Can we? Oh, okay, wait. There we go. Okay. All right, we got it. 0.5 technically it should be. 0.45. But 0.4444 or 1. Because I want to see the pitch black. There we go. That's the pitch black. Okay, and now since we have this, we can replace the box mask and blur with this because blurring is very CPU intensive. Okay, and then hopefully this is still the same effect. No, it's not the same. Oh wait, no, I forgot. It's in the opposite direction because the black part was supposed to be at the top. Yeah, let's just quickly do a ramp so we can flip everything upside down. There we go, easy peasy, and then we're gonna use an ease or B-spline would work as well. So we have this nice looking thing going on. Now we can put this over here, and then here, and then you see the results. Nice, and this should be much faster than the other one. Perfect. Don't mute it, hide it. Okay. Do you guys want to see what each of the settings are, or do you guys want to just see this instead? Because if you just want to see this, I'll leave it as is. But if you want to see everything, I'll like organize it so you can see all the nodes open. You guys can take a screenshot or something. Okay, so we're gonna do here. We're gonna frame this as image coordinates, or no, we're gonna call it screen space. Screen space coordinates. There we go. And then here, this is the actual mist. Oops. This specifically, right, is the, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is the vertical gradient. Vertical gradient. It's good. We'll call it the vertical gradient. We'll put this here, and then this is the actual mist. This is the mist. This should be combined here. And then we can just put a vertical gradient inside mist. There we go. Can I change like the background of this? Yeah, I can. No, I can't. How do I change it? Can I not change it? Reset nodes and frame. It literally is fine. I'm so confused. How do I change the background color of this? I think I can. Anyway, we'll leave it as is, and then multiply it here. And there we go. See, like this. Okay, and I'm just going to. I only know a little bit about compositing, but we were doing a lot here. So here we go. If you guys want to take a screenshot of the node setup for the mist. Oh yeah, just so you know, this is not part of the mist setup. These are only these bottom parts are the mist setups. Yeah, we have the screen space coordinates, and then we have the vertical gradient here. We have the actual mist, and then this is where you apply the mist. Very end. Oops. This looks amazing, doesn't it? It does look amazing. I mean, I should be the one saying that. This is what it looks like. I can change how much it gets affected by just changing this. So if I do 1, this is what it looks like. If I do, oh, I can also snap the result. So if I do 22 here, right? Can you show more detail? Sure. All right, I'm gonna save this. I'll make it so you guys can see everything. Unhide everything, boom, and then we're gonna move things around. If you want explanation, I can quickly just do a rundown on why everything does everything it does. Let me put this up top. Honestly, the map range doesn't really do anything, so I'm gonna remove it. There we go. I'm gonna move this to the side, like this. This is the final one. Move this up, move this down, move this up, here. We're gonna move this to the side just so it's easier to see. There we go. Much better. Okay. Can you use this response for EV or cycles? I mean, it should work for both. It should work for both. And this is not specifically the compositing. This is specifically for the mist, right? So if I just remove the actual compositing, but it should work for both, right? It's just this. So you can see it's the mist. If I were to just connect this is what you're gonna see. This is only for this. Tim, what's the thought process behind character design and character creation? It's a very, very broad question to ask. What do I think about when I'm designing characters? I usually think about the emotion and the personality of the character and how do I add to that in the character design process. Character design is mostly about overall shape and silhouette, and then you add details afterwards. But yeah, that's about it, right? I don't really think too deeply about it anymore because I don't have more characters to make. Usually the better you know the character, the better you can think up stuff for their, what's it called? The more you know your character, the more you know how to make them. So yeah. It's pretty difficult to get a silhouette from Minecraft though. Yeah, it is pretty difficult. That's why I don't animate. That's why I don't make models in Minecraft proportions anymore. Welcome back, Prismarine. I am currently just making everything easier to see. But yeah, that's why I use the CH rig. It's designed to be a lot more forgiving with character proportions. Okay. I'm just gonna move this. I'll do it over here. This is technically a noise texture. I don't need this. I don't need this. There we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, now this should be easy for you guys to see. Who's the strongest in the withering? That is a spoiler. Shopping. Not sure. Probably 30 minutes ago, half an hour ago. All right, who's the strong? Yeah, the strong. Like, it's a weird saying the strongest because I have like the power level, the power system in my series is less about who's stronger than who, and it's more about there are obviously like really big outliers on who's strong and who's not, but it's very like type matchup dependent, I'd say. Right? It's not a oh I'm stronger than you. It's more like a oh I'm good against you, but I'm bad against that guy. Okay, so here is the node setup for anybody who wants to copy my mist setup, right? So I'll just do a quick explanation on what all of this does. So we have the beginning, the image gets plugged into my color corrector, and this is just to get everything the right colors. And then we go and plug this into this mix node. This is where the final mist pass is plugged in, and we can get like the mist. You can control the color using this B color node. All right. Before we go into the actual mist generator, we'll go to the screen space coordinates node. And when I say screen space coordinates, it basically just shows the UV unwrap of the screen, right? Now, why do we need this? We use this to control the texture coordinates, or all of the textures, right? So for example, if I want to move the textures, I can use this, specifically this. The three types of movements in Blender is we have add, we have multiply, and then we have vector rotate. These are the three types of rotations, and they correspond to location, scale, and rotation. So these are the three things you can use if you don't have the mapping node, right? Now, a quick question from Evelyn: how do you make the arrows straight or the lines for the nodes? So if you have the Node Wrangler add-on, which is a add-on you can get from the preferences, right? And you have an image that goes somewhere, right? And you want to make this straight. Let's say it goes like this, right? You want to make it straight. You just hold shift, right click, drag, bam. You can add another node. Hold shift, right click, drag, add another node, and then you just snap it. You snap it and it'll go straight. Snapping can be enabled in the top right here, or you can just press shift tab. So if it's not aligned, it won't be straight. But if it's like aligned, you can make it straight. And you do this. It's impossible to make everything straight because of the way the grid snaps. So sometimes you have to just press shift and make it straight yourself. But yeah, you get me. Anyway, continuing from where we left off, we have two different coordinate systems you can use. You can use uniform or normalized. I would say you use uniform so that everything becomes unstretched. If you use normalized, it'll just go from 0 to 1 and will cause stretching in your image coordinates, right? So use uniform, and I have two of them going. One is going to the gradient texture, which needs to be rotated, so I have a vector rotate, and it also has to be moved downwards. And then we also have one going into the noise textures. This just has an add node because I just want to move the noise texture. I don't want to do anything else with it. Right? And then the reason I have three noise textures is because one of them is the main noise texture. That's going to be the overall shape of the fog. So if we go back here, you can see there's like a general outline shape like this, right? That's the first noise texture. It's a really big noise texture, right? And then the second noise texture over here works in conjunction with this to create like the extra details. So they create the like cutouts where you have like more jaggedy edges. Right, so I just take these two. I have a color ramp to just change the contrast. It's not really that crazy. Oops. Yeah, so the color ramp isn't too crazy. I just use it to change contrast. This one is to flip the color for the gradient texture, but this one, sorry, this one, right, there we go. This one is to change the contrast of the noise texture, right? And then we plug this into a multiply so that we can, sorry, a mix node so that we can mix the two textures together. This will give me that rough edge that I'm looking for. After we do that, we multiply this with our first noise texture so that we can cut out stuff, right? If we just mix it, it's gonna like blur together and then we won't have the fall off from top to bottom, right? And then you can change how much you want this to fall off by changing the factor setting. Or it's not the fall off, that's not the fall off. You can change how much it cuts out by using the factor setting. So if I make it really high, you can see that it cuts out quite a bit. If I use clamp result, there we go. So I want to make this 0.33 because that's what it was before. And I think if I use this, I can control how strong the, what is it called? The actual fall off is. So I'm gonna clamp the result and I'm gonna not clamp the factor so I can go even further, right? So if I want this to go even lower, I can do it by increasing the factor. If I want to go a little higher, I can do it by reducing the factor. Okay, and then we go like 0.8. You can see it goes higher, right? So I'm just gonna keep it at 1. After that, we have this. What is this? This is where the actual mist comes in, and I need to get these guys to move to the side. Oops. GX, just move it like this. Oh my god, everything needs to move, man. There we go. Right, so once we're done with the actual mist gradient, and I can show you what this looks like just by doing this. This is what it looks like. I'm going to multiply it with the actual mist node so that we have some occlusion, right? So we can see the characters block out some of the mist. And then if I change this, I can change how much. Oh wait, no, this is a different thing. My bad. I didn't mean that. This is actually just to add noise to the mist, right? This is what happens when you combine the vertical mist and the actual camera distance mist, right? So you have the closer you are to the camera, there's less mist, and also the higher you are in the screen space, there is less mist. So you combine those two gradients and you get this. You put this through a multiply, and this just like increases the opacity of the mist. You put this through a mix node. Make sure the clamp factor is off, because if you have the clamp factor on, this doesn't work, right? Because it just won't work, right? Now when you're done, we use the final mix node to just mix everything together, and it's done. Anime Suga says we don't need to use all of these nodes if we use the mapping node. Well, the thing about that, Suga, is that such a node does not exist in the compositor. So yeah, you're gonna have to use this setup until they actually make a mapping node. But no, a mapping node is simply just I'll spin it again, right? So if we go into it's just shading, right? Over here. So here, if we just look at the mapping node, right? So a mapping node has an input vector and then location, rotation, and scale. You can recreate a mapping node really easily by having a vector map. So if you have two vector maps, one is set to multiply, one is set to add. And I'm just gonna hide these vector. Right, so if we have vector add, vector multiply, and then we have vector rotate. Then we just set the vector here. This is the equivalent of a mapping node. These three will make a mapping node in this order. And the only difference is the vector rotate does not work the same as the rotation here, because you can only control one angle and you have to change the axis to control like the ratios of the angles, right? But this is basically how you recreate the mapping node in the compositor, and that's what I did. Anyway, back to the compositor. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this up for a few seconds if anyone wants to take a picture, or if anyone's watching back on the stream. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. So yeah, that's how you make the mist. I'm just gonna render a few different locations. Let's try this one now. See what it looks like. If you want straight, just change it in the preferences. Wait, what? One second. What is Prismarine saying? I think Prismarine is cooking right now. Don't cloud the result because I do like that glow. I also noticed some issues with the color correction. I'm gonna try to fix that real quick because I see this really weird clipping, and I think that's due to this. I'm just gonna remove this. Yeah, it's due to this. I think it's because of the tonal ranges. So I'm gonna change a few of the ranges. Or no, actually, I'm pretty sure it's gain, isn't it? No, it's not the gain. What is the problem? It is the gain, right? So the gain is really high, and the midtones are, yeah, there we go. Need to increase the midtones. There we go. Nice. Okay, so upload it in the yes, I should probably upload it in the general Mimikr server. So let me just quickly do that. Hopefully you guys can see this. Shift. Boom, copy, and I'm just gonna post it in the Mimikr server. I think I'll put it in group assets, I guess. Go back and turn this on. Okay, wait. I need a better scene to test this out. Not test, but I need a better scene to show. I think, yeah, this is a really good one. What is this maybe? Because there's a lot of like things to see here. Try this one out. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's correct. Ooh, look at that, bro! Oh my god! Wait, that's so nice. It's a little too much though, so I'm gonna lower I'm gonna lower it by like a half. So we're gonna go multiply 11 instead. Oh, that's so good. Is there a way I can like make this a little bit easier to control using a ramp node maybe? But here's a color ramp now. I feel like it destroys everything now. A little bit. Lower this. Oh, this is so good. This is so nice. Anyway, we'll move this back here. Okay, we're gonna go with 5. I think 5 should be nice and this is nice and clean. I'm gonna send this in the Mimikr server. Compositor based fog/mist generator with noise. There you go. I'll send this in the entertainer server too later. Okay. Next. We'll test out a different scene. This one right here. What time is it now? It's 10 o'clock. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here. Let's see how it looks like in like a really wide angle. Okay. Oh, I don't see anything. Interesting that I don't see anything. It's not strong enough. Ooh. 22. Okay, so I have to continue. I have to change it depending on the scene. That's interesting. Okay, note to self. Let me add a note to this. Compositing animation, indeed. I usually do this anyway because I usually do a render pass or like a test render before I actually render the final thing, where I render every single camera angle, right? So, say here, I'll render. This is one camera angle. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the same angle, so I need to. Okay, this is 12, 13, 14, 15, stuff like that, right? So the way you do that is, I don't remember if I still have it, but there is a way. Oh, wait, just this. Animate with compositing. Fog opacity. Okay. But there's a way I usually use the command line rendering, right? So command line rendering is basically just rendering with Python, and the difference is I don't have to actually open Blender to render. So this has like it's better for your CPU because you don't have to open Blender, you don't actually have to load anything visually on your PC. You just load the Python file. And the cool thing is you can actually get Blender to render specific frames. So let's say I want to render once every 1000 frames, right? Just to test the lighting on different scenes or different what is it called? Different camera angles. I can do that. I forgot how to do that. I have the like bat file on my PC, but you can search the Blender what is it called? The Python API documentation, whatever it's called. It's really simple. I think it's like -F space. Like you run Blender and then you do -F space and then you put the frames you want. If you do -A, that'll just render the whole animation. Anyway, we can now move on. Let's do a vote. Do you guys want to see me do world building or do you guys want to see me polish the animation? Wait, I should probably put let me put a thing for that. All right, let me put a poll. We'll wait a little bit though before that happens. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Prismarine showed how to do the straight node thing. Yeah, I really want that. I really want that. 1 second. Where is Discord? It shows node editor. Okay, I'm assuming node editor is in themes. I'm just gonna go to themes or preferences. Themes, and we're gonna go node editor. Yeah, there it is. Okay, make the node curving 0, save preferences, and then look at my stuff. Oh my god, this is so much better. Oh my god, thank you so much. This looks so much cleaner. I hated the curves. Task manager turn off. Where is? What was I looking for again? Yeah, this. Right now, I'm gonna put a poll. Let's start a poll, and then ask a question: animate or world build? Animate. World build. Start a poll. Okay, you guys can vote. I'm going to quickly take a toilet break, and then we shall continue with whatever you guys have decided. Right, what happened to this? Okay, we have 2 votes. I don't know why Java installation is on. Let's see. It's 50-50, guys. Come on. Come on, guys, vote. Or else we're also gonna flip a coin. You know what? Let's end the poll. It's 50-50. We're gonna flip a coin. We're gonna flip a coin, guys. In Blender itself. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and open we're gonna open a general thingy, and we're gonna open a cube, size it down up, and then we're going to use this as we're gonna model a tail here. So this is tails. Okay, and on the other side we're gonna use heads, which is just gonna be this up. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. Okay, so heads and tails, and we're going to flip this. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a rigid body. Set this to active. Set this to passive. This is just me remembering how to do. This is gonna be some practice. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna move this down, up. Oops. Huh? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Lockrod scale. Oh, it's because of this. Okay, my bad. Animated. Vector. Bezier. And then here we're going to turn off the animation, turn on the animated, and that's just what. Okay, I'm ready, guys. Let's flip the coin. Right, it's gonna take a while. If it flies off, it doesn't count. Okay, it goes heads, but I forgot what was heads and what was tails. So, First Marine, are you still here? Can you choose what is heads and what is tails? I'm gonna make it a little slower. Can you choose what's heads and what is tails? I'm also gonna spin it a little bit to randomize. Okay. Animations, heads or tails? Choose. Choose heads or tails for animation. It can't be me, because I might rig everything. Content warning. Where did the content warning come from, bro? Come on. Heads or tails? Heads. All right. So if it's heads, I start animating. If it's tails, I do something else, or I do world building. Let me just quickly check the. I don't want to mess up the. Yeah, I'm gonna move this here. Okay, guys, let's simulate this. 3, 2, 1, boom. What? happened there? Something happened there. Okay, that works. We got heads. We are animating, boys. I think that was a little bit anticlimactic because I did not expect it to slow down. Well, that's a cool way to do some heads and tails, right? Let's go and animate then, guys, for a little bit. Okay, so the things I want to do: add arm animation, fix the animation 1512, make constant, possible rework, finish animation, blah blah blah. Let's go. So we'll start with 1104. 1104. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna use IK here. Clear that. One, two. One, two. Like this kind of sucks, not gonna lie. I'm gonna lower the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lower the how much we're gonna do. Because I don't like what it looks like. There's no point for you to go up. Just stick on the ground. Okay, rework everything. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, hello, Lysander. Welcome. Or is it Lysander or Liz? How should I say your name? I said Lysander because it reminds me of Lysander from Pokemon, but it might be Liz. I should ask. There you go, a little bit better. You are both correct. Okay, I'll call you Liz then. One, two, three. Okay. I finally got my laptop charger, so I'm able to play Genshin and work smoothly now. Nice! That's nice to hear. Okay, and next we have to match this animation to this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Delete that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Where is your face? There's your face. Over here. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do some cutting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay. Also, I want to change this. Wait, no, I have a crazy idea. Sure. What's the idea? What do you think about reanimating some moment? Sorry. What do you think about reanimating some moments from content warning? That sounds like a great idea. I'm down to do that. Totally. When is everybody ready to play content warning? Armature, and then bam. It's a little, next a little thick actually. There you go. Much better. All ready? Yeah, I'm ready to. So, whenever everybody else is ready, I mean, once I'm finished with this gaming stream, perhaps. Okay, so here, 2, 3, 4. I want to make it 4, and then we're gonna go 1 here. It's so much better when there's less frames, you know? Like, this was so, like, weird. But now it's much better. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here's an issue. We're gonna have to remove that. There we go. I do gaming streams. That's nice. I don't like doing gaming streams because I want to keep my channel specifically animation related. So that way people go to my live section, they can always click on any video and they'll learn from it. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, there is a few things I want to change here. I'm going to make it so that I can only see the characters. Let us... Okay, maybe I also might want to see the ground too, so let's keep the ground viewable. There we go, and then we're just gonna move to here. I want to call you ground. Well, in the end, I basically do what I want and so you can tell my channel is inconsistent. Mainly, what I do is my hobbies. Yeah. I just like keeping my channel. I just want to make it like very obvious that I'm an animator, and I don't like. I just generally don't. 1 second. Yeah, I just generally don't do any gaming content, or I don't game at all. I'm a grown ass man who's morbidly addicted to Blender, so I rarely game. The only time I do game is when I play Super Auto Pets on my phone when I'm in the bus. That's my gaming lifestyle right now. And sometimes Prismarine will ask me to do some Phasmophobia, or I'll ask Prismarine and Evelyn to play some Phasmophobia because that's one of the games I really enjoy. Because it's more of it's like a escape room kind of stuff. I really like it. Anyway, let's do this. I really want to play Phasmo because I have my computer now, so it's gonna be like really high quality Phasmo. I haven't played Phasmo in high quality. Okay, here is an issue. I want this to be very straight. We're gonna do this. If everyone's not ready yet, Prismarine, we can just play some Phasmo on the side while we wait for like Entertainer and the rest and for content warning. And here, I'm almost 21. Yeah, gaming is like coping mechanism sometimes when I'm exhausted. For me, gaming is for me, animating is a coping mechanism. I love this hobby so much that I do it every day, or I try to do it every day. Most of my friends do. Most of my IRL friends, they just game to pass time, which I don't think is very healthy. Right? If you use it as a coping mechanism, it is what it is, right? But if you're using it to pass time, I'm just like, there's probably better things you can do, you know? Okay, here's something I notice. Let's go here and let's go to like 84 and let us check this, because I noticed something weird here. Okay, we take a look at this, because you're supposed to go higher. Boom. Went up. I like how there's a 2D focus on Blender. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'd rather make something productive to pass time than the game. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, for me, it's not about productivity. It's about just, I think it's not very healthy to pass time with games, because you lose track of time very easily. Well, then again, like I shouldn't speak, because I'm streaming for 8 hours a day, so it's not more healthy for me. Oh, look at this. That's weird. Wait, why are we using this? We're not supposed to be using this. Are we using this? No? What? I'm using this, but why does this move? Yeah, why does that move? Oh, it's because this is moving. Okay, that makes sense. Doom scrolling, well, yeah, doom scrolling is should be stopped. It should be illegal to doom scroll, man. You're literally ruining your life by doing that. Okay, I think that's good. Boom. This arm needs to go like this. Alright, let's see from a different angle. Okay, and now we're gonna do a bit of trimming here. There's a few unnecessary frames, I feel. This is unnecessary. This is definitely unnecessary. Where are you going? Like this. And then here we just need a little bit of okay, this is just no, what are we doing here? Delete all of this. Nope. Don't even need that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Move this back. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of an issue here as well. Because if I go up, right, let's just look at how it's rotating. This is bad. It shouldn't rotate. Okay, so notice how the head is here at the beginning. It should stay there. Right here. We need some overlap there. Should be fine now. Much better. Okay, because we had like a really weird the body was moving one way, but then the head was rotating the other way, right? So we fixed that by putting the head in place. Here's something we need to change. You can notice that there's a slight movement here. Right, we need to fix that by just deleting it, obviously. Yeah, we just delete it. And also you, since you're the POV, you will need a depth of field modifier. 2.5, just so that we can use DOF right here. Nice. Turn the world on. And I'm just gonna, just because I really like looking at that fog, I'm gonna check what it looks like right now. Oh, look, that fog is so nice, man. It's so nice. I'm thinking of maybe adding rim lights to the trees, but I don't know how I would do that. Destroying everything. We'll think about that later. Anyway. Okay, so the beginning animation is fine. I want to change this camera angle, because this camera angle is kind of awkward. Let me turn on the world. If you guys have any ideas on how I could make some of these camera angles better, please do let me know. I'm down to try out a few things. I don't want to make it low. I want to make it like maybe a high angle. Let's try a high angle. Or let's just do a side angle. Let's make it up so we can't see the ground. Okay, and then we're gonna move this. We're gonna pan the camera. Okay, and by doing this, we also show a few bad animation choices here. Leg is stuck on the ground, on the wall, which is not what I want. If we assume that this is the ground level, we're just gonna have to move it up. 1, 2. There you go. We're doing push-ups indeed. You gotta work on the top. You gotta work on that full body. Okay. And then here, we can cut a little bit earlier to this. Okay, notice how this is very, very twisted. I don't like how twisted it is, so we're gonna go back here and we're gonna untwist it. Doing something productive is already in my college since I'm technically working on my studies. Mainly, I said gaming is more of a coping mechanism than results. Yeah, totally. I use animation to cope. For me, gaming is a social thing. You know how like people do social drinking? I do social gaming. Yeah, I don't like this camera angle. This camera angle sucks. We'll figure this out. Actually, these. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. In my opinions, anything that makes you happy is something you want to do, whether it's gaming, music, or animation, or otherwise. I actually disagree. Sometimes it's not a good thing to do those things. Personally, from what I don't do drugs. Yeah, okay, that's obvious. That one's really obvious. Don't do drugs. But I think keeping things in moderation is nice. I don't think my animation thing is a good thing. It's better than like gaming for 8 hours a day, but it's not the best thing. I think having a variety of things you do over the course of your day is much better than sticking to one thing. My issue is not with gaming or animating or something. My issue is with doing one thing over and over again for the rest of your day. It's not really a good thing. So back in Indonesia, well, there's nothing really else I can do but animate. So like I was kind of forced to animate all day. But like here, I have other things I can do. I can hang out with friends, and I can go to the gym and stuff like that. So that's like a much more healthy lifestyle. But yeah, if you're tired, you want to do something, go for it, right? But I would not simplify it as if you like it, do it, because that could be really bad in the long run. Well, also, why is this like? It's fine. It's fine. One, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's better than ADHD. I don't think ADHD is a thing you get addicted to. It's a thing you just have, right? Because I have a friend who has ADHD. It's really difficult for him to focus. And apparently, according to him, I might have ADHD too, and maybe, but like I don't like thinking about it because it makes me feel lazy, Like I have an excuse to be lazy, and I don't like that. So I go about my life assuming I don't have ADHD because I think that's better for me. All I know is there's medication for the ADHD. I'm not too sure on how exactly ADHD works as well, because it's really hard to imagine like these kind of mental deficiencies, because even both for the person with the mental deficiency and the person without the mental deficiency, because you literally cannot feel the other person's perspective, because it's just biologically impossible, right? It was very difficult to understand it. Because like sometimes my friend is like, he can't focus in class, and I'm just like, bro, just focus in class. But he can't, and I cannot understand why he can't do that. Right? It's just like I literally cannot understand, because I I don't have that issue he has, and he can't understand a few of the issues I have, because he just biologically can't feel it, right? Very annoying to deal with ADHD as a person. But no, I'm just chatting here indeed. Oh, I want to make animations and I'm just chatting here. I get distracted easily and honestly hit myself for that and I keep trying to fix it. Sometimes life be like that. I get sleepy really easily in classes, even though I'm really interested in the class topics, and I just don't like that, yeah. A lot of people in the internet keep on saying, oh, you just need to sleep better. And I was like, bro, I have the best sleep schedule out of everybody I know. Yet I'm still like this. This is more of my skill than you. I see. Make him slip on his foot. And it creeps me out that my parents say that I talk while I sleep and not in English, even though we're speaking Filipino here. My younger brother does that too. Back when I slept with him in his room, I'd be like up at night, being a really, really naughty boy and animating in the middle of the night. I'd hear him specifically at midnight. It has to be like around 12 o'clock. It's always then. Well, he'll just during his sleep say the weird, like, random shit. He'll just talk about like puppies in the fire truck, and I'm like, what is he saying? And he always just sleep talks exactly at that moment, like in like around 12:30, and he's always saying the weird. I mean, obviously you say weird shit in your dreams, right? But like, it's always specifically in that time, which is really funny to me. But yeah. There was a story when a very strong storm started, and I just slept through the whole thing. Sounds very fun. Okay, here. Okay, and here is whoa. Here is an issue that we're gonna have to fix. He looks up immediately, which is not supposed to happen. He's supposed to look down first. Here we're looking directly at the ground. We're gonna stop that from happening and do this instead. Oh, are we changing FOVs as well? What the hell? Oh, okay, so this is a little annoying because this is actually in spline. Alright. Oh, why are you going all the way to the side? Honestly, we're just gonna delete this. Okay, what is moving in this situation? This and this. Nope, we have to look up here. Okay, and then we're good. Now this is the one of the few times I'm actually going to use the graph editor. There we go. I'm just going to clean this up by smoothing this out. Okay. Nice. Okay, there we go. My character hair is finally rigged. Really? Is it the Minecraft hair or the other hair that you rigged? Still a lot of movement here. Okay. Oh, you finished your micro hair. Nice. felt like this goes too high. Yeah. Supposed to be here. Okay. Hit that snap was way too strong. Combine, and we can't see anything. That's because we're gonna turn on ray tracing. Fast GI approximation. Nope, does not work. Okay, so let's not use that. Instead, we're going to go into the world thingamabob, switch this to site to EV, and then we're just gonna add a RGB. It's gonna add an RGB color or something, man. Input color. Plug this in here. Make it bluish, a little darker. There we go. Not exactly the same as the one in cycles, but similar enough so we can get an idea of how it looks like. Turn on the camera. Oh my god, look at this! I can check the fog in real time! I can check the fog in real time, bro. Holy. Hello, Poochie boy. Welcome to the stream. Are you making a movie? Well, technically speaking, yeah. I am. Let's say I am. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I love Blender so much, man, for this. Because now I can animate the fog in real time, guys. Oh my god, I didn't expect it to be this responsive. Okay, let me turn off the CC so it's like a little bit less laggy. Okay, now we're only dealing with the fog. And then when I do this, look at it's moving in real time. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, and then I can like edit it in here. Oh my, this is so nice. This is so nice. This is so cool, bro. Mix it a little bit more with the one before so we can get a bit of that. I can also add like noise to this, right? I can make this look a little different. Oh. Right, anyway. I'm gonna lower the opacity. Anyway, let's just keep on playing it. I need to make sure that this is off, so we're not looking at this anymore. Oh, here's an issue, guys. Because the noise texture is technically stationary, in reference to the camera, it's not very good, right? What's the story about? Well, like it's pretty difficult to like tell you what. I don't have a good synopsis, but you can just check the previous episodes on my channel if you want. Let's go to 1 second. Let me just open up my channel so you can see. Now, here's my channel. Here's my film, the Withering series. You can just watch it if you want to know what it's about. I'd recommend starting left to right because that's how I put it. So yeah, that's my story. That's if you want to know the story, it's better to just watch it. So there you go. Okay, anyway. This is something I want to work on, so I'm gonna try this out. Okay. So notice doesn't matter where it goes. Do this 0.01 and we're gonna make it go upwards. Let's see what this looks like. It did not move because it is in that form. Okay, you can barely see this move, so I'm gonna move this to things to 1 just to see how fast it moves. Too fast, let's go 0.1. It looks so good, bro. I have an idea. Guys, I have an idea. I have a great idea. I can drive this left and right motion with the camera. Right, so this looks okay, but I'm gonna use this because I just want to see this specifically. Right, so hopefully this doesn't lag because now I can go into outliner and like just hide the characters, hide the world so it doesn't lag. Right, now look at this. Right, we're at full FPS right now, so look at this. Okay, so I want to use this camera, dolly camera. I'm going to this compositor, and I want to drive the left and right motion. So I'm going to clear a single keyframe. Oh shoot, no. I meant clear a single... I guess I can't clear the single keyframe. I have to go here. And then I think it's the X value, right? Yeah, it's the X value. I'm gonna remove the X value. That way I can make this 0, and then I'm gonna add a driver, and it's gonna be this object, and it's just gonna be the. I mean, it could be the X location, could be the Y location. It doesn't really matter. So if I just do the X location, let's see what happens. No, the X location doesn't do anything. Let's try the Z location. Doesn't do anything either. Try the Y location. Surely this does something. Yeah, there we go. So I can move it now. Or better yet, we're gonna use this. Dolly rig. And honestly, I can just copy paste so that we can have ZX, the location as well. Paste again, we have X location. We'll call this X, we're gonna call this Z, we're gonna call this Y, and then we're just gonna average everything. X plus Y plus Z divided by 3. here it doesn't work because but it's okay. What's this? Oops, I meant this one. Okay, and I also have to make this negative. Drivers drives me nuts. I actually quite enjoy drivers because they're pretty self-explanatory. I like it. Oh, there we go. Much better. Now here's an issue because the POV camera is just really annoying to do. That's fine. And then there's a dolly. This one. It's too slow, so we're gonna have to try this out. No, let's just divide it by 3. It's better if I divide it by 3. This. Put the world in because I think the world is important. Ooh, here's an interesting thing. Notice how this is moving, not this, and that causes. Oh, okay, this is really annoying. So I have to add a control for this as well. Well, this got really annoying. So we're gonna add another one. Camera. It's gonna be X1. Y2. You know, I'm not gonna do too crazy. And we're just gonna use. Can I use local space? Let's use local space. Just so that we don't get double transformations, because double transformations would be very annoying. Plus X1 plus Y2. I don't know why I called them that. And divided by 5. There you go. Let's try this out now. Interesting. Oh, I have to take into account the fucking root as well, man. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be such a piece. Y3. Okay, and then this is gonna be X. We're gonna go root, and it's gonna be X2. Okay, are we ready, guys? We're gonna add 7 here. If anyone wants an explanation of why I'm doing this, you can let me know and I'll explain it to the best of my abilities. But now it should be fine. Now look at this. There's nothing here because it's a POV shot. But here you can slightly see it moving in the background. Okay, and I also want that this is negative. So y and x is negative, or y1, y2 is negative. Try that out. Yeah, there we go. I have a different idea, actually. Because notice here, right? So what I'm basically doing, I'm just going to explain to everyone who's watching, right? What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to control the movement of the fog with the movement of the camera, right? And right now what I'm doing is I'm using the camera rig for that. Now I tried using the location of this, but there are some certain moments where the camera is moving, but the aim is not moving, right? For example, here. The aim is stuck in position, but the camera is still moving. But do you notice what is happening? The aim is rotating. And whenever the aim doesn't move, but the camera is moving, the aim rotates. So I could use that to account for everything, I think. But we're gonna do that later. For now, I just want to make sure this works. I also need I just remembered I need an override value. Because the reason I need an override value is if you look over here, right? Oh damn, this is... Okay, it's not laggy anymore. We need an override value specifically. Can you stop compositing? Like, that would be nice of you. Why is it still compositing? Like, the render result should be stopped completely. Pause it, view later. I'm just gonna... This is weird. It's like whenever I play it, it does that compositing thing. I'm gonna save, and I'm just gonna reopen Blender, so it I think it should reset everything. Revert. Boom. There we go. Now when I play it, there's still a compositing thing, which is really annoying, but it's much faster now. Okay. So I need an override, and the reason I need an override is because of this specific scene. Right here. This one, right? So here you can see that the background moves, but the camera is stationary, and there is no way for the camera to transfer this background moving data. So I need an override. Or I could add this as a driver. I could add this as a driver. Oh shoot. I could add this as a driver, which would be very annoying. I don't want to do that. You know, no. Who says I don't want to do that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call this background anchor. Yeah, like, I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna do it. In a different way, though. I'm gonna... Actually, no. I'll just load everything up here. Never mind. Blender just crashed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Blender just crashed on me. I guess I won't do that. And now Blender will open. Okay. Blender open down. Right. So back to what we were doing, right? I'm gonna go outliner here. So here is a different way we can do this. Is we just add another add node right here in between this. Right, we're gonna add another one here. Well, Blender crash. Watch my meme compilation. Okay, meme compilation. Oh, that's what I can watch that for like a few seconds, right? I'm not too into memes because I'm an old man, but let's check something out. What was I doing again? Opening this up in Google. There you go. We'll watch this 4 minutes. We'll watch like 1 minute.
Password of the Wi-Fi. You need to get a drink first. Oh, okay. So I'll get one caramel macchiato large. Here. Thank you. So, what's the password of the Wi-Fi? You need to get a drink first. No space. All caps.
Remember, more.
That's that's very funny. That's very funny. All right, let's get back here. So this, right? We're gonna rename this as BG Anchor. Right? It's very good animation though. BG Anchor done, and then we're gonna add zeros on everything here. We're gonna add a driver. We're gonna give this copy paste. We're gonna make this Y, and we're gonna go Y, and then we're gonna go X, and we're gonna do X plus Y divided by 2, and then we put brackets here, and now we have control of the fog based off of the background, which is nice. Turn on camera. Okay, too fast. Way too fast. Right, you notice that? We're gonna divide it by 4 instead. Still extremely fast, and it's also going in the wrong direction. So we're gonna use negative, and we're also gonna go 6 instead. Ooh. Nah. Okay, this is fine. So we have dynamic fog now. Or dynamic mist is what I would like to call it. Alright, let's look at this in the final render, see what it looks like. This didn't move very fast, I wonder why. Check this out, right? Look at this. It barely moves, and I wonder why. It's likely because movement in screen space does not equal movement in... or the movement in the screen space. We have no angular moment or like angular velocity. Okay, that gives me an idea. Gives me a big idea. Edit this, delete all of these, right? We're gonna try this again. Okay, and this is what we're gonna do. Instead of using all of that, we're gonna use 2 bones only. We're gonna use the camera. Or no, we're just gonna use 1 bone. We're gonna use camera. So if I'm gonna add a variable, boom, no, sorry, not that camera. Dolly rig and then dolly camera. Sorry, dolly. Yeah, dolly rig. This is not transform channel. There we go. Camera. Now we're here. We're gonna use the world XYZ. We have X. We got Y. We got Z. And then we're gonna take X world, Y world, Z world. Okay, and then we're just gonna go X plus Y plus Z. And then when we look over here, that'll change nothing yet, right? It doesn't change anything yet. Now we're gonna add rotation. So we're gonna copy and paste, so we double everything. And we're gonna do XR, YR, ZR. So we're gonna add in the rotation. And we're not gonna care about like the Z rotation because that shit does not matter to us. Right, and then here we just go plus XR plus YR plus ZR. When we do that, now rotation will affect it. Now watch this. Okay, now the only thing I want to change is I want to make it so that this is in Euler. Oh, it's in Alta Euler, really nice. I also want to make it up in the opposite direction, I think would be nice, because some of these... Okay, here's something. Ooh, moving in... Okay, I can do something here. So notice how when we move in the Y, we still actually change, and we change the left and right, but we're just moving closer and farther away, right? So we have to remove the Y component of this, right? So now when we move closer and farther, we don't really do much, but here's another thing: we need to make sure this is in local space. Okay, so now when this is local space and we move in the Y direction, we still have things. Actually, what? We still have movement, which is really, really weird. You're not supposed to have movement. It might be the XYZ rotation. Let me just take that off, right, and see what it looks like. No, we still have movement. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. You're supposed to only move in the Y-axis, so why do you have movement? Let us find out. Let's try the Y location. Below their Y location. Oh, interesting. Okay, moving closer like this is not only moving in, like, this is the actual Y location, right? Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, we're gonna do some math. You guys are gonna stick around and we're gonna do some math here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna use the image editor for this, right? So basically what we have in this situation is we have a camera. Oh, sorry, no, we don't have a camera. Okay, this is what we have, right? What we want is whenever the camera view shifts to the right, sorry, the right or the left, right? We want to move the fog with that. Now, how do you do that, right? What we can do is we can try and get this vector. Oh, I really wish Bin was in the stream. He would be able to help me out here. So what we need to do, guys, is we have to somehow get a transform space that's only this, right? And I'm not exactly sure how that works, right? Because we have to first align it to this local space. The local space where this is rotated, or this is tracking this. Oh shit, well, I really need Bin's help for this. Oh, I really need Bin's help for this. Because this is not local space yet. This is local space. The thing is, it changes, right? I'm looking for this local space. If it moves in this axis, but I can only see it having dire consequences when I do this. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult. All right, let me think about this. This is gonna be a Math Olympiad question that we're gonna have to fix or answer. See, the issue is, right, that the local space continuously changes over and over again because both of these are, like, you know, doing this weird shenanigan thing. This is tracking this and this is tracking this. Actually, how does that work? Quite interested in how that works. You have no bone constraint. Huh. Wait, how do you track each other? Okay, so I know you have a dumb track constraint, right? Surely, yeah. You have a track to constraint that goes in there. Well, if you think about it, technically speaking, if you think about it, technically speaking, in relation to this is always in the same. This is always the x and y component of this, right? In relation to this coordinate axis, it's always the same. It's always in the same position because this always rotates to match it, which is really annoying. Oh shit! How do I do this? Oh my goodness, this has been here. I don't even know how to ask the question to be honest. The problem, because I don't. From my perspective, there's no solution to this. Let me just quickly ask him. Discord entertainer. Again, I have a rather interesting problem. I have a noise texture that I want to transform based on on the movement screen. The issue is how I only want to transform on the x-axis, on the horizontal direction, but my camera rig is weak. But I'm having a difficult time understanding how to get camera space, the coordinate space right. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Right now, I'm using this highlighted bone as the controller. I'm currently simply taking the average of what am I doing again? The average location to drive it, since the average location drive it. But the issue is when I zoom in or move perpendicular to the scene focus, when I zoom in / out or move perpendicular, the location would drive the horizontal movement when it shouldn't. So I'm trying to transform the space so that when the highlighted bone, I'm trying to transform the space so that I only take into account the horizontal change of the highlighted bone with respect to the I only want to take into account the horizontal change of the highlighted bone with respect to the aim / focus bone in the middle. But I'm so confused because since the bone is always facing each other, technically the horizontal displacement is 0. I'm thinking about polar coordinates as a solution, but I can't see the pathway. Okay, that's I'll just leave that there for Ben to see if he can help me out. But I think I have an idea because I just realized we're gonna try to use polar coordinates here, right? So I'm just gonna do a quick explanation on what the hell polar coordinates are and what Cartesian coordinates are. So Cartesian coordinates is x, y, z, right? So we have x, we got y, we got z, and this is just the normal 3D space that everyone's familiar with. But there is a different type of coordinate system called polar coordinate system, and this is simply the radius. So here we have radius, and then we have, what is it called, the angle, right? So what this does is you just need two numbers, right? You need the radius and then you need the angle, and you can find out, well, there's also a third one. I forgot what's the third one. Let me just quickly check. 3D polar coordinates. 3D polar coordinates. What's the third axis for a 3D Oh, it's called the spherical. It's called the spherical. My bad. Okay, so in polar coordinates, it's only 2D, right? So you have the radius and then you have an angle. The radius tells you how far you are from the center, and then the angle tells you where in this radius you are in, right? In the circumference of the circle. If you add a third axis, which is like for sphere, this is spherical coordinates. In order to get spherical coordinates, you just need an extra angle, and this will tell you how high you are on the sphere. Okay, so what we want is technically polar coordinates, so we're just going to simplify it to polar coordinates. In order to get polar coordinates, we're going to need the x, the y, and the z. And if I'm not wrong, oh sorry, not the x, y, z, we just need the x and y. If I'm not wrong, r is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared, and then theta is equal to tan of y over x. If I'm not wrong, this is the formula we're going to use. Let's figure that out. I'm just going to quickly open up Google because I need to refresh myself on this. So Cartesian to polar. Quickly do that. Yeah, it's arctan, so tan inverse y over x. Got it. So let's look from the top view. So if we assume that this is x and this is y, let's just check if that's the case. Yep, and then this is y. Nice. What we're gonna do here is we're going to... What are we gonna do? What do we want? We want the angle. Specifically, we want the angle, right? We don't really care about the radius because the radius is just how far the camera is from the center of this, right? That's all it is. So here's what we do. We take the location of this, the vector location of this, subtract it with the vector location of this to get the distance between each other. And then we can probably break that down, because we have the radius, we can break that down into x and y. And oh my god, I have no idea, so we need the angle to break that down. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, I am so confused. Oh, I think I lost viewers because everyone got afraid of math. Oh, well, too bad. That's too bad. Everyone got afraid of math. Alright, so... Polar coordinates. How do I get polar coordinates here? Hello, Sario Arts. Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing math and everybody, like, ran away. So, it's just you, me, and then one more person here. We had 7 viewers, but then the moment I started talking about polar coordinates, everybody started running away, so... It's gonna be fun. Okay, so what I want is, I want the angle between this and this somehow. How do I get this theta angle? I need a reference line, obviously, so we have to get this reference line. Wait, no, wouldn't that just be rotation? That would just be rotation of this, would it not? Yeah, that would just be the z rotation of this. Wait a minute. There's always a simpler solution to everything. Add a variable. We want a transform channel. We're gonna use camera rig. Can I not oh, it's dolly rig, no bad. We're gonna use dolly rig, and we're gonna use aim. We're gonna use the Z rotation. Let me turn this off. Okay, so this is weird. This doesn't actually follow the Z rotation. This actually does not rotate at all, which is very interesting. Okay, here's an idea. What I can do is I can duplicate this bone, make it a little bit bigger so I can see it. Okay, and here... Oh, no, sorry, a little bit context. The noise texture is in the compositor, so it's screen space. I don't know what screen space means, so So here's an idea I can do, right? I can add a bone constraint here. If I go to bone and I see here, yeah, we have override transform. We're not gonna override the transform. We're just gonna make sure that this is parented to this. Yeah, keep offset, right? We don't need to make it connected. Okay, and so now we have the real location of this bone. Okay, so we have the real location of this bone. Now we just need to put a damp track constraint on this, and we're gonna make sure that it is tracking the camera. Boom, there we go. Okay, now we can use this, and we're gonna call this the noise controller. So when we go here and we edit driver, also you're not in full screen, 1 second, sorry guys. There we go. Move the annoying black bar on the bottom. We're gonna change this to noise control. Now this has a Z rotation. Then we go to camera view. All right, here we go. We can test. It's still 0. Why is it still 0? It says here that oh what? I'm an idiot. Z. There we go. Now we have the thing. Okay. And then angular momentum divided by, what should I divide it by? So this is, it gives us a pi value, so, or sorry, a radian value. Let's divide by 2 just to slow it down. Let's go back to the beginning and see what it looks like. Okay, now we can use, we're gonna add world space location back in. Because here, if I'm not mistaken, ooh, okay. Something I realized is this doesn't actually have a change in. Actually, that's really bad because if it doesn't have a change in the location, or not the location, sorry. If it doesn't have a change in local axis, that means I can't use it. Sucks, bro. How do I get XYZ to differentiate between coming closer to the subject and moving left and right screen space? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? I just somehow map. Because look, when we move in the X direction, the thing moves left and right, which it's not supposed to, because it's just going closer to the camera, right? It's just moving closer to the camera. I need it so that we can. Okay, here's an idea. Okay, so here's the X location. Let's take this again. We're gonna take this again, and we're gonna try this. We're not gonna use Z. We're gonna use X. Right, we're gonna go X here. Boom. Right, and we're gonna use local space. So I'm just gonna add a driver window here. I don't think it matters actually. So we should look at this, right? It doesn't change. Doesn't change. Why does it not change? Because I didn't put it in here. X local space minus 0.5. Okay, let's see. Minus 0.79. It went up to like a little bit, right? Okay, it's really slow in updating. Okay, so moving in the x-axis does work. Let's just make it always, just so you can see. Right, nice. Okay, this is a nice way to try it out. Now, my question is, if I move it in this direction, yeah, that's the issue, right? It's still following the world axis because of the thing, which is really annoying, and I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? Oh my god. Think. The distance, rotational difference, context property. It's been... Why use shader node 1 of noise texture? Because I think it would be easier to do vector manipulation there compared to compositor node because you have the texture coordinator. Okay, he's right. He's absolutely right. I should do it in the other direction. I would make two scenes. First is the main scene, and second is where it has nothing but a render plane that has a noise texture from shader nodes. Why use shader nodes as for the noise texture? Because it would be easier to do vector manipulation there compared to the compositor node because you have no texture coordinate node. After that, you combine the result in the compositor so you don't have to use the noise texture from the shader node, which has access to scene information compared to compositor, which only has access to screen space information. Yeah, he's right? So the solution is to not do it this way. It's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Check mist. Confused on how I'm supposed to continue now. So what he's telling me to do is I need to make a second scene, and I use a plane. I use an image plane to do it, right? So what he's telling me to do is this part of the so just this part will be controlled in a different scene somehow. I have to figure out how to do that. That's I think the way we have to do this, right, is I have to manually control it assisted, right? None of this driver bullshit. So that's the solution we have come up with. I have to manually control this, which is not that bad because I can always just check it here, right? So let's try that out. Look at the move animation. Also, welcome back, Prismane. I forgot if I said that or not. Okay, everybody's gonna use this. Oh shoot, I forgot. I actually did quite a bit of animation here. Oh no. Let's hope I didn't do too much. Like, it doesn't really matter what I do here. because I'm going to change the camera angle anyway, so it's okay. We're just going to try this out. Compositor. And we'll just do some manual animation on this. The good old-fashioned way. Can I select that? I can. Okay. What happened there? Okay. And then I'm back. Well, wait, how did you manage to animate the mist pass in real time in the viewport? Was the mist pass rendered first? No, I just go to, you know, viewport shading, and then I go compositor to turn on, and that's it. Yeah. Not very heavy, so I can just do that. Okay, so we're going left. So okay, go up. Okay. Wait, so it also has nodes you added in? I thought it was only a single image rendered out. No, I can just so what I did basically was I can just see the what's it called? Wait, what's the question again? So it also has the nodes you added in. I thought it was only a single image rendered out. No, it has all the nodes added in. The only thing that's not shown is just the actual render, because that would lag a little bit, so I only showed the mist. So now I'm trying to manually animate the mist. Let me animate this as well, because why not? Okay. Okay, here's the thing. It doesn't work in Eevee. You can't do viewport compositing with Eevee. You can do it with you can do it with cycles. Sorry, you can do it with cycles. You can do it in Eevee. That's what I meant. So if I go here, right, and this is cycles. Cycles won't let you do it, right? But Eevee will. I can do it in Eevee. So So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind when you're doing this. Okay, let's go back here. So when we go up, we want the up to go downwards, and also this is the wrong one. This is the one I'm looking for. Right. So we want it to go down, so we have to go up. A bit more. There you go. Like that. This makes it a little bit annoying to animate, but I think it looks nice. It also fits with the way I animate too. Everything is okay. Ooh, here's a nice one I can do. So here, the scene is going to the right, so we have to go to the left. I think. Other way around, maybe. A little bit more. Oh, wait a minute, I have an idea. Instead of using this gradient, which is, this gradient is in screen space, right? If it's possible, I might want to be able to do this like mist thing in 3D space. If I could do that, that would be so useful. The thing is, I just don't know how to do it. Besides using volumetrics, of course, but I don't want to use volumetrics, right? So what I can do is I can render an Eevee pass with a gradient. Like, I can use volumetrics in Eevee to do it, and then render it out and composite it in After Effects, which is really annoying to do, man. As I keep on watching it, see what it looks. Ooh, we didn't animate the DOF here properly. why not try having a surface and just have a noise section, but you remove the backs and make them transparent and have the white visible. Then you can just stack them in layers. I could do that, yeah. I feel like it'd look a little flat, but I could do that, yeah. Because then another issue is I'd have to actually place them in certain areas, right? I'm trying to make it so that this is global. Can I try using an AOV? Nah, it still needs to be done in a different scene though, so doesn't really help. I'm just gonna keep on watching this. What if we just use this? I think this is good enough. The other one was better, but only in certain areas. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna focus on animation for now, so. Alright, we're gonna change a few of these camera angles because some of these camera angles are not the best. This one specifically where he just rotates around, I don't think it's very nice. We're gonna keep it stationary at around this angle. Lower angle so it seems a little menacing. Don't set anything there. Stick with the simple padding. Let's use linear. Okay. There's the mouse. Okay, let's see. This is I mean, unless we push the frames further. And this one is not good because we don't see, the silhouette is not good. That's basically what this is. So we need like clear lines that we're gonna go like this and this. Not very fast because we have this. I'm gonna remove this. This. And there's no body swing, so it's very meh. Gonna this is not useful. Here we can have a tiny bit. Okay, this pose is off. We need to see the arc. Okay, and all of these are ass. There's a lot of power in like the pull-out animation. I want to do a little bit better than that. Let's think about this. bringing it in between here, or an anticipation, or like a tiny bit of movement. Let's delete all of this. Maybe like this so we can actually see. Make his arm bounce back. Okay. Okay, let's do a bit of in-betweening. the eyes. Hello, Blue Legend. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. I love how the BG music is like a hotel one. Indeed, it is ReZero lo-fi. But I'm starting to think that it's I might not like it too much because I like the originals better. Might just switch it, right? In ReZero OST playlist. Maybe you can make some sorted by emotions. Okay, let's do this. I want chill. But chill is only like a minute. Powerful, fighting, which stuff, which things, sad, hopeful. Okay, let's do hopeful. I have the game installed. Alright, so I'm gonna leave soon so I can play content only with the boys. Two, one. This is too fast, so let's move it back a bit. Okay. I'm gonna make his eyes shake and tremble in fear. Oh. Hey, we're good. This is useless because there's literally nothing happening there. I change? I can. In the beginning, we're gonna go, this is left arm, and we're gonna use IK. And the reason we're doing that is because we want this arm to always point in this direction. Just delete one like that. Okay. Okay, start from the beginning. It's okay, but still, that plot is still really slow. should be enough for now. It's a 4-hour stream. I think that's more than enough. We had a few nice things we figured out, but still have to do a little bit more before it's fully finished. So I think I'll end the stream here, and I'll go play with some other people. I'll see you guys later. Bye.